Christian McCaffrey's alma mater, Stanford. That's Lake Lagunitas. Hasn't been filled for recreational purposes since 2001, but so much rainfall in California this past winter that looks beautiful now. Good view of campus. Anyway, Kyle Shanahan talked about Christian McCaffrey at the Dwight Clark Legacy Series event, and it was awesome because he compared the spacing that Christian McCaffrey creates on the field to Steph Curry. Have a listen into this because I think it's the best description so far of McCaffrey's positive impact on the 49ers offense.
It makes it easier. It calms your mind a little bit. You don't have to make much stuff up. Everyone wants to be like, oh, you got him now. How creative are you going to be? It's like, you don't have to be as creative. He can beat that guy. We don't have to help him. The defense has got to help the guy guarding him. That's where it gets cool. And that's what I love so much about Christian and just having him for those 9 games, which Christian should be undefeated too. We put him in after 1 day versus Kansas City, so he has 1 loss. But he had only been here for like 24 hours, so he should be undefeated with Brock. But Christian's so different, just the position. Christian is so, we have a lot of real talented players on our team, especially our 5 eligibles. Christian's just so consistent. And when you match up his talent, with his preparation, with his mind, with the position he plays and who guards him, I don't care what the leverage is that linebackers can play, Christian's going to beat him. And it's consistently. And when you have someone who can do that consistently, and the defense respects that, they're not going to allow that linebacker to play leverage in a certain way without help on the other leverage. And so when you have a guy like that, whether he breaks in or out, it takes 2, which now means Kittle versus strong safety. When that safety plays outside leverage and the guy breaks in, there's no one there to help him. When a guy plays outside leverage on Debo, and Debo just runs in, where if we get the ball in Debo's hand, he's got a chance to be gone. Well, usually the linebacker can help there. Anyone who breaks in, then we got to go to someone else late. Well, now they're just going to Christian, because if they don't, he's that consistent. So like if I could put it in like basketball terms, which are totally different, but like you got someone like Steph Curry that people are they think he's gonna make that 3 every time. So when you put Steph somewhere, what does that do for everyone else? Well, they're not gonna put one guy on it. Steph can create leverage and make a 3 forever. So you're gonna have to help somewhere, which now, who else can just beat a guy who's playing outside with no help? And it just spaces everything out. And to me, Christian out of any of those players, because of the position he plays and because of everything else stacked with it, he really makes it easier, in my opinion, to get the ball to Kittle, to get it to Debo, to get it to Ayuk, to get it to Juwan. And as a play caller, I'm not as stressed because you just let it happen, and I don't care what they do. You guys pick your poison. Go ahead, double. Those others are pretty good.
And hearing Kyle Shanahan make that comparison between Christian McCaffrey and Steph Curry is super cool on a personal level for me, because in 2015, I was covering McCaffrey as he made history right here at Stanford, breaking Barry Sanders' all-purpose yardage single-season record. At the same time, Steph Curry was being a magician on the basketball floor in the Bay Area, and he was leading the Warriors to their first of 4 NBA titles, and counting. I think they might still have another one in them in this run. But anyway, at the time I saw the parallels. I thought Christian McCaffrey was a space-making magician on the field. Steph Curry was a space-making magician on the basketball court. And everything really came full circle in 2022 and 2023 with Christian returning to the Bay Area. And now he's creating all that space for the 49ers, making that QB job a lot easier for whoever plays, right? But it's not easy. You still have to have a good quarterback. Don't let that muddle that quarterback debate. Brock Purdy did a great job last year. Jimmy Garoppolo did a great job last year. Now we'll see what Sam Darnold and Trey Lance can do with this 49ers roster and Christian McCaffrey, the space maker.